Alright, Kaito-san, let's go meet up with the Yakuza leader. What could go wrong? I literally don't have a choice, right? Yakuza, double. Go to any of those places. Yeah, I don't see any side questies like pop-ups. Yep, and the friendship that wasn't complete has vanished. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're definitely locked out of anything besides story right now. Gotcha. Gotcha. Excuse me. ERB, gotta go to a Yakuza HQ and go beat up some dudes. It always goes really well. I'm definitely won't gonna have to do like big multi-room gauntlet with the 17 health bars. They would never do that. I look forward to kicking people through doors. That's usually a good element of that part. Hello. Oh, go away. I almost called him Judgment somehow. Yagami, how did you manage to become the most wanted man in Kamurocho ever? I don't think anyone's ever been hunted this strongly. Ooh. Wow, they just gave me 1,000 SP in those 3 little pop-ups. There we go.
Yo, 来たなお前ら。待っとったわ。
お久しぶりで。
松金の組長さんは気の毒やったな。
ええ。
組長さんに献杯や。
梶浦会長、もうアドデック9の話はあらかた。
あ、この服部さんから聞いた。3年前の人体実験から味噌ついとったっちゅうことやろ。あんたらよ、そんなんつかんだ。大したもんや。大久保新平のことも聞いたわ。あんたが話した殺人鬼、ほんまは恋人やっとらんかったんやて。
ええ、小野というアドデック9の開発者が寺沢恵美を。
それはどうでしょう。まだはっきりした証拠はないんですよね。
あったら今頃あんたに土下座させてるよ。
わしの前で喧嘩すな。年寄りを困らせる議会な。
しかしおじいさん、わざわざ俺ら呼びつけなくても大体の話はもう分かってんだろ。本当は何の用なんだ。
見た目より鋭いな。実は困っとるんや。
何が？
協励会の小馬会長からせっつかれとる。モグラを始末せえ言うてな。塩屋は協励会の跡目やった。それが目えぐられて殺されたんや。無理ないわ。
それで？
あんたらでモグラを始末できんか。黒岩っちゅうデカなんやろ。
アホか。殺し屋じゃねえぞ俺らは。
あんたらの腕を見込んでのことや。どうや、金ならうんと弾むで。
He's as much a Yakuza as any of them.
まあ他に用がなければこれで。
ああ、わかったわかった。冗談やって。まあ協励会にせっつかれとるのはほんまやけど。
半分は本気だったわけですか。
あんたらを呼んだほんまの目的はな、橋木の代わりに礼を言うためや。アホが酔っ払って喧嘩で死んだなんざ言われて、あいつもさぞ無念やったやろ。しやけどその嘘をあんた見抜いてくれたんや。あとは証拠を見つけてアドデック9潰したらあいつも報われるっちゅうもんや。
ついでにあんたの1000億も回収できる。そっちが本音でしょ。興味ないですけど。
八神さんはこの先どう動くおつもりですか？
もう もうすぐ綾部の裁判が始まるだろう。俺たちはその場を借りて真犯人の犯行を立証する。それは同時にアドデックナインの真相を暴くことでもある。
ほう、
そうなれば大久保の死刑も止められる。
なるほど。でもまだそこまでの証拠はないと。違いますか？
違わないよ。羽村にも消えられたままだし。
ほなどないするんや。
If we want to expose the secrets of AD9, there's one man we have to chase down.
黒岩を追うつもりです。尻尾をつかむまで張り付いて。
ほんで奴がボロ出すまで待つんか。そんな生優しい相手やないやろ。
分かってます。時間はかかるでしょうがやるしかない。
そない悠長なこと言うてられんぞ。
どういう意味ですか？
大久保新平はもうすぐ死刑執行になる。
え？
わしもつてをつこうて調べさせた。実はな、次に処刑される死刑囚が誰かいう極秘の候補者リストがあるんや。そこに大久保が入っとったらしい。あとは法務大臣がサインしたらそれまでや。
なんでそんな。
どっからか大久保をリストに入れるように圧力がかかっとったらしいな。
くそ。じゃあ早くなんとかしないと。取り返しが。
こんな時もし私なら黒岩よりもっと切り崩しやすい相手を選びますね。
切り崩しやすい相手？
これを見てください。以前ボツになった私の記事です。
Researcher mired in scandal. Millions of yen paid in hush money?
これ全部木戸のことか。
この人の女好きは有名でしてね。アドデック9の発表からはタガが外れたと言いますか。肩書きを外せばどこに出しても恥ずかしい俗物です。的は黒岩ではなく彼にすべきでは。
センターに会いに行っても俺らじゃ門前払いにされるよ。
八神さんがご自分で近づこうとするからですよ。守りの固い獲物はまず巣からおびき出しませんと。
どうやって？
美味しそうな餌をちらつかせるんですよ。木戸にとってそれは女です。それもとびっきりの美女。
美女
Are we revisiting the makeover from earlier? We have some prior experience with this kind of problem.
妙なやつからヒントを出されたな。
ああ、でも確かに軌道を絞れば何か出てくる可能性はある。アドデック9の裏を暴くような物証が。
まずはセンターから軌道を引きずり出さねえとな。
色仕掛けでカムロ町に誘い出す。
ハニートラップか。となると
Hope Kamurocho's #1 hostess has a few more tricks up her sleeve.
沙織さんには明日俺が頼みに行く。
なら今夜はここまでか。分かった。じゃあな。
I'm just so used to a war breaking out every time I visit a Yakuza HQ. So just having a polite conversation and then just kind of wandering on back definitely came as a surprise. Come on, side cases, where are you hiding? I know you're out there. Waiting. Hiding. Hopefully I can enter Yagami without... Oops. Without resting. Because they might be on my billboard. My corkboard. that's it. Hit reputation level 50. The end. Those are 2 side cases. I guess I gotta check with the writer and see if I already did the case that he needs. It's just him and the 2 people that are involved in the Madoka situation. Those are all of the remaining friends. And once they're done, then we're done. But she's still not listed as being there, which is a problem. Maybe I have no choice but to wait until tomorrow. No! If I want to try something more drastic, something I could try is just saving and reloading. If I save and exit the game and load back in, maybe that'll reset the instance of her being on rest, because maybe it's waiting for some amount of in-game time to pass. But I find that any in-game simulations tend to reset if you just reset the simulation. If nothing else, though, I still have, like... Not here, though, at Earth Angel, but I think I still have 1 drink left to go before I complete every restaurant in the game. Not you, the guy sitting in front of me. How did I manage to click on you past him? Oh. I guess that's why. I guess none of the quests I have yet count as being the one. And that's why he won't talk to me at all. He's a very fair weather friend. I'm down to what, the last one now? Bunahabhayan, 12 year. There we go. 20 points for that. 100 points for Earth Angel. And we also got a mountain of points a moment ago. Attack up. Goodbye, all my points. Back down to 200. This is 9,000 and 10,000. How the fuck do you get these points? I've played this game so much that I'm actually like, what is this progression system based around? Do you think that I'd have it done by now? And yet, we have not found that to be the case. Let's try saving. Okay, so there might be something really stupid going on with this quest. Because he says, go talk to Madoka again. But from what I can read, whenever Madoka is on break, it's because you can't progress her storyline because you have to do something else with Yosuke. But Yosuke's last thing he said to do was to go, fuck, I just fought people a second ago. God damn it. The last thing Yosuke said was to go talk to Madoka, but if Madoka's on break, that means you can't continue her story because you're supposed to do something with Yosuke. So basically, Yosuke telling you to go do a thing with Madoka is basically misleading and a waste of your time, as far as I can tell. And I think you're supposed to just go right back and talk to Yosuke again, despite the fact that he sent you elsewhere, which is really weird. But that's the best I can tell from online information people are giving, is that whenever she's on break, that means that you can't continue her storyline until you do something with this guy. We also know that there's one side story waiting to be unlocked somewhere, because all the ones at Yagami Detective Agency require me to be level 50 with the reputation, but I can only be level 50 if I tell the guy at the bar about every side quest I've done, and I can only tell him every side quest I've done if another side quest happens, because I've already told him all the existing ones. So there's a not level 50 side quest that pops up somewhere, which I don't know, maybe it'll happen when I talk to these guys? Seriously? Madonkadonk did? Yes. What? Really? No way. I don't believe this. Madonkadonk is... For sure? Mm-hmm. What's this about Madoka-chan? Oh, hey Yagami-san. Guess what just happened? Nah. Tell me. Madaka-don quit her job at the hostess club. Apparently she finally earned enough money. Oh, awesome. Guess all that hard work paid off. Yeah, I think the dialogue just glitched out, essentially. They told me to go talk to Madaka-don again, but you can't. She's not there. Yes, well, we couldn't have done it if it wasn't for all of your help. Thanks, man. Oh my god. No sweat. Does this mean you're finally gonna tell her you've been supporting her all along? No. It's better if I keep it a secret. I don't want her to feel disappointed in herself. Worst case scenario, she'll try to give me back the money she earned. And that would be a waste. Gotcha. Well, as long as you're okay with it. By the way, are you gonna keep doing this job now that you've reached your goal? You know, it's actually crossed my mind. Apparently I'm pretty good at what I do. I'm developing a craft, connecting with like-minded others. Now that you know all this, could you maybe pay her a visit on your own? Spend a lot of money on her? Sure. I should say hi before she quits apple pie. I thought she already quit. Did I misread that? Did they say that she's quitting? I thought they said that she quit, as in like she already is gone. I guess maybe there's the 2 weeks policy, like they have in the United States, where you're supposed to put in your advance notice. I'm already in another fight. I'm already being chased again. Go away! Surely they playtested this game, right? And must have realized this is incredibly annoying. It never stops. Ah, here you are. I've been waiting for you, Yagami-san. You have. Yes, I need to tell you something. What could it possibly be? Alright. Try again at talking to you?
Nah.
I guess the implication there is I could walk away and be like, deuces. Madoka-chan, what did you want to tell me? Yes, that. So I'm going to be leaving the club, permanently. What? No way. Well, I actually knew because Yosuke-kun told me. I managed to save up enough to completely cover my tuition. I'm a free girl now. It's all thanks to you, Yagami-san. Good for you, Madoka. You're taking control of your life, and you've got a sexy little sugar daddy to boot. Hey, it's nothing like that. But thanks to him, you're finally gonna graduate and get yourself a nice career. You're one lucky lady, you know. That's true. This has been a blessing in disguise. Make sure you do your best, okay? Will do. Huh? What happened? I could have sworn I saw this guy I knew from high school. He was an underclassman who I was rather fond of. There's no way that was him. Must have just been in my head. Could be. Is it him? Is it Yosuke? Well done, Yosuke-kun. Thanks to you, the apple of your eye made it out of apple pie. Hey, it rhymes. They had some fun with that. We've done it. Now I just need one side quest, whichever one is necessary to get that guy to be like, yo, that's a good story, bro. Maximum friendship achieved. At this point, I basically just have to Google it. Like, it's just not here. Maybe I have to go to a specific location. It's supposed to be like a surprise, but even the ones that seem to be a surprise for Yagami are still framed as like, it's just an icon on a map and you walk up to it. Maybe I need to just double check. Do I need to double check bartender? Maybe I missed one. We'll see. We got the happy ending. This game doesn't even begin to have even a vaguely coherent idea of how much money Yagami makes. I've said it before, but it's just another layer of that that's happening. I can only assume that all the different quests, the side content, are just all written by different people, and they didn't come up with a coherent tone of how they want to present this character. That's the best I can guess. Because in the main story, like I have to do odd jobs where I lockpick for like 1,000 yen. Like it's garbage money, and I have to go all around town doing odd jobs of lockpicking to supplement my career. Wow, he super died. I have to go lockpicking to supplement my career as a detective because I just don't make enough money as a detective and can't pay rent, apparently. Which is also why I need to do flavor testing for my landlady. Meanwhile, there's another guy that's like telling me about how the only way to make it in this industry is to be dirty, and that whole thing is like tugging at our like morality. Like we can only make it as a detective if we do this dirty stuff. Otherwise, we're never going to be able to pay our rent. But then you have the fucking Kickstarter thing where you're just blowing 500,000 yen for fun. And also, that's a weird meta system. That's like a meta progression system. You can usually kind of ignore those. Kind of like how it's really hard to acknowledge the fact that Kiryu supposedly owned half of Kamurocho, or in one way or another during Yakuza 0 because of the real estate side quest tree. Like, okay, it's a progression. Whoa. I seem to have found something here.
Nah.
Well, that's a thing. But like on top of all the, like now we have a side quest about how much money I seem to have because I just put that girl through college. Like I can't pay my own rent, but I put that girl through college, and I didn't even do it in the smart way. I didn't even like give her the money directly. I gave her I paid through her college the same way that somebody would pays. It's like giving somebody like stream donations on YouTube, where YouTube takes like half the money, and like that's the way I paid her through college. Is I did it at her place of business, where the place of business itself is taking a huge percentage of the money because that's how they stay open in the first place. So like I essentially paid somebody's college tuition twice or something like that. Who knows exactly what the rate is, while also not being able to pay my own rent and having like a bunch of missions about the morality of how I can't afford to be a detective because it's so hard to be a detective, but also I have to do odd jobs in order to pay it off. And I'm like, I don't, none of these, like these just don't come up. These don't fit together to be a coherent narrative about how Yagami's life is or what it's like to be a detective. And like with some of the Kiryu side quests, they were often like showing us a different dimension of Kiryu and be like, oh wow, what a weird quirky character. Like, oh, look at how his little moral code shines through here. Or, oh, isn't that interesting how he's like he's willing to just unironically play with kids and do like engage in card tournaments and other things. And he's just kind of like game for all sorts of things and so on. Like they're often adding dimensions to those elements, but so much of these missions are specifically about money when our character's supposed to have money problems, and you just can't, like, there's already a little bit of a struggle of trying to tell whether or not side quests are canon or not. People keep telling me that they are. I questioned them a little bit in Yakuza 0, I think, and somebody claimed that all main story quests are canon and all side story quests are not canon with this main story, but instead are canon with each other, and they can have continuity across different games, but aren't canon collectively with the main story. And I voiced that idea, and people were like, no, what? That's crazy. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry for believing that guy. But particularly in Yakuza, in Judgment, it's really hard to think that any of these things are actually true stories that are happening when they just can't. There's no coherent narrative joining them together. They can't nail down even like how much money Yagami's supposed to have as a person, and that's partly their own mistake by making money a progression system when he's supposed to be a poor guy, when they could have abstract concepts like SP and stuff like that be the explanation for how you make progress in the game. They don't need to have you make a mountain of money all the time. They could even make money more finite and make managing that money a more important resource about how to progress to the main story or something. But even if you ignore the progression systems, like that last quest, that's the longest quest chain in the entire game, and it's about Yagami just dumping all of his money on somebody else because he feels like helping support them. And it's like, but you can't afford rent, supposedly. We can't justify all these narratives together. Who is she?
Ooh.
Oh, one of my regulars. She was asking about a customer who was trying to hit on her. Hitting on her? What would she want with him? Apparently the guy turned out to be a con artist. She said he tricked her into buying something really expensive. So she was trying to figure out if he came here often. Figure out where he works, all that. And I guess I should let her know if I ever see him again. All kinds of cons in this town. Which type was he? Apparently he's a real friendly, eloquent type who gets a woman comfy, then sells her on something worthless. There's even a reward for him. What's his name? Ah, I forgot. But I'll remember his face if I see it. I'd keep an eye out for him if I knew what he looked like. Want me to send you a photo if I ever get my hands on one? Yeah, that'd be great. There we go. Maybe that's the final quest I need to do. Yeah, because this is full. This is done. I think I found it. I think I found the one side quest that I need to find in order to continue. Yagami, your collection of dirty cloths is getting really weird. Like, I don't get it. I want to understand you, but I don't understand you. Yep, one friendship left in the entire game. But 4 side cases. One of which is the one I'm on right now, 2 of which are the endgame ones I can see at Yagami Detective Agency. And there's still one wild card somewhere that I don't know what to think about. We'll just run around for a bit and see if it gets set off. Normally I'd go do something else, but this is a rare situation where this guy sending me this message is basically the final thing to do in the entire open world. We're at the end of the tree. This is where I would sing karaoke if karaoke was in this game. I think somebody made the claim that karaoke might not be in this game because the guy who plays Yagami is a singer. And as a result, there might be contract problems of him singing in game or something. But much like the other stuff that I've cited from the audience, I have no idea if anything that people say is even vaguely true, or if they're just making shit up. Sometimes, whoa. This place was not loading in. I ran in here too fast. Plog. Did this game ever make me play the skill game? The UFO catcher? I can't remember now. Whoa. Freaky. I think I might have gotten away with never playing UFO catcher this game. Or it was just so long ago that I don't remember anymore. Well, I suppose there are a couple of mini games I haven't played yet this game. Why not, right? As we're waiting for a call to come in. It's my chance to poke around at these a little bit. Space Harrier, I think I always hear reference to this being in Shenmue. So I probably played it there, but I've never played it.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Wow, welcome to the fantasy zone, guys. Oh, you have 3 resolutions and you have scanline mode. Huh. How do I put a coin in? Triangle, there we go.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
I think I probably played this in Shenmue. Oh god. The controls are inverted. I would not want them to be inverted with this kind of perspective. This isn't it's not a first or third person shooter. It's just a shmup basically, so I would want them non-inverted in this case. I know, my brain's weird. This is messing with me. Wow. Yeah, I think I remember playing this. I think I remember playing this when I was like 10 in Shenmue. I don't remember much of Shenmue. I mostly remember it being one of the first time quick time events ever came up in a game. In particular, like, you would just be walking down an alley and somebody would like come at you and you'd have a quick time event happen. And what was most noteworthy to me is that it was a game that not only had quick time events, but it's one where they mattered. When you play like Tomb Raider Legends or something, and you press, and a quick time event comes up, and you fail, then all that happens is that you just... Whoa, they're bouncing off. All that happens is that you just die, and then it restarts the cutscene over and over again until you finally press the button correctly, which is just not as interesting. Whereas in Shenmue, as far as I can remember, the quick time events were more like Until Dawn and Man of Medan and stuff like that, and Heavy Rain, where you would do the quick time event and it stuck. Like, if you failed the quick time event, the story continued, and it continued with the consequences of whatever failure that you made. Why does this guy float? I don't really understand what's happening here. Oh, hello. This is a fever dream of a game. So I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened in Shenmue, is that not only were there quick time events in the game, but they had consequences, which a number of games then had quick time events after that, but almost none of them had consequences. You pretty much always... Goodbye. I think that pretty much every time you did quick time events in any other game, they just wouldn't stick. And they would instead just, you would just restart the same cutscene over and over again. So it was just like a minor annoyance, more so than like a important storytelling mechanic of like being able to react just in time and then fork the branch of the story into a different direction. I have no idea how consequential they were. I can't remember Shenmue very well. I mostly just remember it showing me a bunch of things about Japanese culture for maybe the first time, like elements of like taking your shoes off when you go into a house and things like that, just because it was the first time. Like, there was plenty of Japanese games back then, but it was unusual to play a game that was such a life simulator in a way that a lot of modern games are, where you walk around and are doing all the minutia of a life, the way that like Heavy Rain would have you make coffee or whatever. I don't know if you actually made coffee in Heavy Rain, but that's just an example of just like those kinds of moments where you're gonna play ball with your kid and you're gonna wash the dishes and stuff like that. When it comes to stuff like that, I don't remember that stuff coming up in really any games until Shenmue. And so that kind of stuff stood out to me. But as far as the story, all I remember is that it's a vague revenge fantasy about like, my dad, he's dead, I'm sad. Get the evil man who did it. And then really what really stood out to me is that everybody would always look at you and go, "Oh, Ryo," whenever you talk to them with their weird flat voice acting. And there was a bunch of old ladies that were hunched over at 90-degree angles at the waist, where their whole torso was leaning forward somehow. And I'm like, how are you walking around like that? And in particular, you'd walk up to them and talk to them, and their head would turn up at you and go, "Oh, Ryo." And it's like, your spine is contorted 17 ways right now. How are you leaning forward like that, but also at the same time looking up at me? You are freaking me out. There it is. Virtua Fighter 5. Oh yeah. This is funny to me. They had to, like, they had to put all the assets of Virtua Fighter 5 into their game, right? Everything else in this game is so old. Everything else in this game is so old, but Virtua Fighter 5 is is Xbox 360 game. I had this game. I didn't like it. Like this is a lot of 3D assets to put into your video game, isn't it? This is I wonder what percentage of the overall file size of this game is just the fact that Virtua Fighter 5 is in it. Let's see. Man, I know a number of different fighting. Oh shit, there's a timer. I didn't want to play as Jack. It could have been worse, I suppose. I was gonna play as Sarah. That's like the only character I know, kind of. I think one of the things that never clicked to me with me about Virtua Fighter is that the combos, like I couldn't just hit buttons to start comboing. Why is the oh god, that voice quality. Okay, that might be a little bit compressed. But yeah, like you do a little hit, you're like, ha ha ha. Like what if I press this direction? What if I press, no, no. So all my attempts to like intuitively pick up a combo don't go anywhere. And I just end up going, oh, that voice quality is bugging me. But yeah, like I just end up doing the same thing a lot, and it's like, where are all my cool combos? It's hard to express, but as somebody who doesn't play fighting games, I can just more intuitively pick up combos a little bit in Tekken, but especially in Dead or Alive and Soul Calibur. Like those games, I just blindly pop in as a character and I start feeling out combos and I start intuitively picking up like a bunch of different things to do. But when I started playing my 360 copy of, is this a grab button right here? There we go. When I started playing my 360 copy of Virtua Fighter 5, within an hour I just didn't want to play it anymore. I don't know if I don't remember if I returned it or what, but just I didn't find the combat very satisfying. Whereas Dead or Alive as a franchise, I just have so much fun with. Call me a casual or whatever. It's all about Dead or Alive, Soul Calibur, and Smash Brothers, which some people will claim is not a fighting game, and those people are stupid people. Ow. Alright, they're not really fighting back. My one ring out was basically self-imposed.
You can't beat me with that!
You can't beat me with that, Kagemaru, the ninja boy. I wanted to play as Kagemaru. The only characters I know in this game are Sarah and Kagemaru. I think I vaguely recognize Sarah. I mean, Jack. And then there's the go-to like Ryu style character. There's a guy in a gi. I don't remember his name though. I straight up don't remember his name. I think they actually added a few characters from this game to Dead or Alive 5 or 4 or 6. What are we on? I think one of the recent Dead or Alives has multiple Virtua Fighter characters now. So I'd be interested to see how they control on that. Are you gonna fight me or what? Like this is... I was trying to feel bad for this game. Wow, what a thrilling replay of nothing happening. Huh. Usually arcade fighting games are like a struggle. They come kick my ass. I remember playing Virtua Fighter, like the low poly 3D one, where you would like moon jump whenever you jumped, and that one, it would kick my ass when I played it online. I mean, when I played it in the arcade. They tuned the difficulty way the hell down. Ow. Okay, I'm taking some damage. And then I'm not. Goodbye, Eileen. I found that I could just hit kick a lot. That really rectified the problem.
That wasn't your best shot.
Vanessa Lewis.
Round one. Ready, go!
Wow, that was a longer combo than I expected. Goodbye, Vanessa.
Round two. Ready, go!
Is it just me, or is there something like, I don't know, under-designed about these characters? Like, there's a lot of, there's a lot of generic fighting games on Steam. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, I took a hit. There's a lot of, like, indie fighting games that have, like, generic characters in them on Steam. And they often feel like kind of like generic brand versions of characters where it's just like they're kind of like a little low on personality and style. In like the kind of aesthetic of like over-designed, weird, ridiculous characters that are usually in these kinds of games. Like knowing the other fighting games I've cited, these people almost kind of seem strangely low on the design. I don't know how to articulate that thought or what to call it. Like, this guy is just a dude in a jacket, and she was just a lady in camo. And that's like just that's just what their visual is. Like, the ninja is a hyper generic ninja. This guy looks strange. Like, the ninja character just looks like a very generic, low-resolution ninja. Like, he still looks like the same guy from the original low-resolution Virtua Fighter I played when I was a kid in the arcades. Like, he hasn't changed in his design since then. Whereas Ryu keeps changing his appearance over time as the games go on. In Dead or Alive, for example. Who, he also originated as an incredibly generic ninja. And that's partly because back then, they were like, Ryu came from Ninja Gaiden, a NES game. They had like 3 pixels to make that character out of. This guy's fucking me up. Is there even a run in this game? Oh. I can't tell. He destroyed me. It very abruptly became impossible. It started to really show how few attacks I actually knew how to do. Nah, I'm good. I didn't even mean to play as Jack. I think Sarah had like a bunch of backflips or something. That's what I remember about him, about her. Well, anyway, that's enough of shitting on Virtua Fighter for whatever reason, which is apparently what I decided to do. I'll see you guys next time when I get the call or text that lets me continue the side quest, because we gotta just gotta wait for that to happen.